What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Inkslasher, and we have some massive Black Ops 3 news. Recently on Twitter, Vondahar tweeted out saying that the contracts and Blackjack specialist would be coming very, very soon. And guess what? They are coming a lot faster than I personally thought, and probably many of you as well. 4 days from now, on June the 14th, contracts are coming, and the 10th specialist character, Blackjack. Now, Blackjack isn't going to quite be working the exact way you probably thought. You can only unlock him for a specific amount of time, but we're going to talk about how all of these contracts work, how the Blackjack specialist character is going to work, along with his specialist weapon ability kind of things. So, let's start looking at what we saw in this trailer today. By the way, if you want to check out the full trailer, I'll leave a link down in the description. So to fully understand how Blackjack works, we first have to understand how contracts work, because Blackjack isn't your normal specialist character. You complete weekly challenges, and by completing the weekly challenges, it allows you to use or get playtime with Blackjack the character. Now, there's 4 main types of contracts: dailies, weeklies, special, and mercenary contracts. The fact that they're called mercenary contracts and not Blackjack contracts leads me to believe that they're going to introduce more specialist characters that you can unlock through mercenary contracts. Now, we'll talk about mercenary contracts in a second, but first let's understand the other challenges. So special challenges, these are the ones we've seen already, the ones that we've played where we get 1 weapon bribe and 10 rare supply drops. Hopefully we get another one of these when we actually get these contracts unlocked on the 14th. Now, they didn't really say how often we're going to get these special contracts, but what I would assume is whenever there's a special event, whether that be Call of Duty XP or something like Independence Day in the States, there would be contracts on those weekends, I would assume. I would assume that's the only time that they'd introduce specialist contracts. But who knows? Maybe we'll get one of those weekly. We'll have to wait and see for that. Then there's the dailies. The dailies are super plain and simple. The daily, the example that they gave is Headhunter. Get 10 headshots, and for that you will receive 10 crypto keys. 10 crypto keys does not seem like a lot. However, if you do the daily challenges, which appear to be very, very easy every day, that's 70 crypto keys a week. That's not too bad. You're looking at just over 2 rare supply drops a week, so not horrible. And then finally, we got the weekly challenges. The examples they gave are 2 scorekeeper and high powered. The first one is get 50,000 score. The second is get 25 kills with score streaks, both of which are pretty damn easy. Now, the one thing they don't explain for this is whether you have to complete both to get the reward or whether you get a reward for completing each one. The reward example that they gave is 30 crypto keys and 1 mercenary contract. So, like I said, I don't know if you get 30 crypto keys and 1 mercenary contract for completing each one, or you have to complete both to get all of the rewards. Now, moving on from there, what is a mercenary contract? A mercenary contract is what allows you to play as Blackjack. If we go to this screen where they show us the Blackjack abilities and weapons, we can actually see exactly what I mean here. So if you really zoom in here and take a look, what you see in the background is there is 2 things. It first of all says the amount of contracts you have, and finally the amount of time remaining you have to play as Blackjack. So assumably what we can assume from seeing that is for every single mercenary contract you get from completing a weekly challenge, you then in turn get an hour of playtime with Blackjack. So you can either get 1 to 2 hours weekly depending on whether each weekly challenge gives you a mercenary contract or whether you have to complete both to get 1 mercenary contract, and then in turn every mercenary contract gives you an hour of playtime. So this is something that is absolutely amazing, and I'm so glad that they're adding in for a couple of reasons. First of all, this is something that is going to completely change the meta of the game. If you don't know what the meta of the game is, it's basically the way people play it, how they play it, and the way the game is overall played, especially in a multiplayer game. Now, this is often, if you've played games like Blizzard games, whether that be Diablo, Hearthstone, StarCraft, they often update the way the meta performs, whether that's patching certain characters, just like they patch weapons in Black Ops 3. And that's the only way in the past we've seen the meta change in a Call of Duty multiplayer. So we've seen patches come to weapons. This here is going to not only change the specialist character people play, but also the way they play it because of the challenges they want to complete. This is amazing. This is something that's going to increase everyone's playtime, and I'm very happy to see what we have here. Now, what I'm really interested in is to see, coming up, what are going to be the rewards for completing the daily, weekly, special, and finally the mercenary contracts. I'm really interested to see where they go with this, because as of right now, there's 10 crypto keys for the daily, 30 for the weekly, and 1 mercenary contract for completing the weekly. However, inside this, they said that they are not only giving out crypto keys, they're also going to be giving out special calling cards, camos, and other things within the contract system. And this is really cool. It's really cool to be able to unlock certain things throughout these contracts. And I'm really looking forward to see what they bring in through these contracts. What if there's a weekly challenge where you can unlock a weapon bribe? That would be awesome. What if there's a weekly challenge where you can simply just unlock a weapon? That would be even better. But it's really cool to see something meta-changing happen to Black Ops 3. I love the game, and the fact that they're making it fresh and playable once again is fan-frickin-tastic. So we haven't even talked about Blackjack yet. With Blackjack, there is no specialist weapon. There is 2 specialist abilities, and they act very, very differently. And I think it depends on how good of a player you are, considering which one you want to use. So the first is Rogue. Rogue is a specialist ability where basically you need to get kills to power up. It does not power up on its own. The only way to power this ability up is to get kills from it. Once you get kills, the meter goes all the way up, and the next specialist you kill, once you are fully torqued or fully charged, you then get their specialist ability. So if they're using a purifier, you get the purifier. If they're using glitch, you get a glitch. So whatever they're using is then what you receive. You do not steal it, you simply copy it. The second one is Gambler. Now, Gambler is completely opposite, where this ability charges faster than assumably any other ability. That's the way they advertise it. You don't need to get kills to get it. It simply charges super fast. Now, once it's fully charged, you get a random specialist weapon or ability. So again, you could get Purifier, you could get Glitch, you could get Reject, you could get anything. It's completely random. And I think this is really cool. It incorporates every single specialist character. I would have loved to see a new specialist weapon and ability, but this is pretty cool. And like I said, with the whole mercenary contracts thing, we could see future specialist characters coming to the game that you received through these mercenary contracts. But they also said that they aren't necessarily giving out crypto keys in these things. They said that they are also going to be giving out other things, including calling cards and maybe even other things, including something like a camo, which is really cool that you're going to be able to get other things other than crypto keys, so directly getting items instead of opening supply drops to get them in turn. Overall, I think Blackjack is pretty damn cool. I really look forward to playing with them. Stay tuned. On the 14th, we are definitely going to be checking out all of the contracts. We're going to be completing them all in one day, and hopefully giving some Blackjack some playtime. That would be fantastic. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We got a huge amount of videos coming out next week. We got E3 coming up. We've got obviously the contracts and specialist character coming on the 14th. So it's going to be a fun-filled week coming up next week. So if you enjoyed the video, it would be fantastic if you could leave a like rating. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I upload new Call of Duty videos every single day of the week, and I would love you for it. I really love all my subscribers. So thank you all so very much. Check out my Twitch, Twitter down in the description. And until next time, guys, peace out.